Hello, and welcome back as Crusty Cornelius and I reap the benefits of Bernard finally giving in and drinking the Kool-Aid in Perfidious Pete Plays Rimworld. Really, Pete? A Jonestown joke? Not funny, bro. Too soon, man. Too soon. Is it too soon? I'm not really that sure. I don't remember exactly when the Jonestown massacre happened, but I'm old as shit, and I'm still pretty sure even I wasn't born when the Jonestown event happened. So I kind of think we got a time plus tragedy equals comedy sort of thing here working. It's also a little, it's appropriate. That's another reason why it's funny. It's apropos, given that Krusty's cult indoctrination tactics of locking Bernard in a hole and forcing him to eat off the same floor that he pooped on for about a month finally broke him down. It shattered Bernard's admittedly iron will, like a Ming vase atop a skinny pedestal at a 5-year-old's petting zoo birthday party. Shit is just shattered into trillion unrecognizable shards of its former self. And as a result, Bernard has he's embraced the Crusty philosophy. He's all about it now. Bile, salt, cereal, mules as a best friend, hobo murder, of course, an integral part of that. It's glorious. Sure, he probably won't get his own mine shaft filled with corpses, but hey, this is Krusty's corpse hole after all. You don't just get to move in and like day 2 just rename the dump. Come on, Bernard. You got dues to pay, bro. Maybe in time, you'll earn the right to dig Bernard's body bunker or something like that, but, you gotta earn that before you just walk in and seize it. Speaking of walking in and seizing stuff, let's crank the time up and seize the day here, because watching everybody sleep, 1, is a little creepy, and 2, kind of dull. There we go. All right, so what are we doing? Looks like Crusty and Winnie. Okay, so Winnie and Crusty are working on finishing up Krusty's room. That's nice, except Bernard's having a little breakfast. Where'd Toon go, though? What are you doing, Toon? Oh, pitching horseshoes? All right, well, that's cool. We should probably build another joy event. Your characters do get, over time, let's slow this down for a little bit, see if we can spot this. Your characters do, over time, get a sort of a debuff where they don't get as much joy or enjoyment from certain, once they've done something so many times, they stop getting quite as big of a buff from it. Man, you don't like anybody, Toon. Well, okay, he likes Bernard. Bernard's all right, but he's not a real fan of Winnie, and he hates Crusty with kind of a passion. Jeez, I didn't realize you guys didn't get along so well. All right, well, Crusty, I don't know, Crusty, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you've got an annoying voice. You're just kind of an irritating douche in general. Hey, Pete, that's not really nice. Don't make you shoot you in both eyes and drop you down my corpse hole. See, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about, Crusty. Those sorts of casual threats aren't the kind of things that win friends and influence people. It's the kind of thing that loses friends and alienates people, just like that Simon Pegg movie of the same name, because, fuck, I liked Simon Pegg, but then I saw that. He alienated the shit out of me with that one. Kirsten Dunst a little bit, too, but honestly, we were kind of estranged to begin with. Kirsten Dunst and I not really on the best relationship status to begin with, what with the restraining order and all. 500 feet? Really? You'd have me bumped all the way back to 500 feet? That seems excessive. But I digress. Krusty's digging away. He's going to finish up his room. We do need somebody to come in here and sweep. I'm looking at you, Bernard, since you are, I think, our designated janitor. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Honestly, I prefer the term custodian. More of a caretaker sort of role here for Bernard than, I mean, janitor just seems kind of demeaning. I like custodian. Plus, then you get that whole who will watch the watchman thing going. You can memorize that quote in Latin. Quien custodiet something custodes. I forget. I don't know because my Latin is mediocre at best. But okay, it's not mediocre at best. My Latin is tragic. It's an abomination unto mankind and learning. But still, you can make the who watches the watchman quote thing. It seems sort of cool. Then you can make a vague Alan Moore reference and then talk about how he's a Rasputin impersonator and wizard. Yeah. How's the hole coming, Crusty? It looks like it's about done. Also, we've got a buttload of steel here that old Crusty has uncovered. I'm curious where we're going to stick it. We're sort of running out of storeroom. I do want to keep this storage room sort of interior. Maybe what we do is just have Crusty dig out more storeroom. This seems like a fantastic idea. If we're running out of storage space, well, fortunately, Crusty, fantastic digger. We'll just dig it bigger. You can't run me out of storage space, game. I got plenty of mountain over here. Crusty Cornelius is a fantastic miner. You're like, oh, you're out of storage space? No, Crusty will dig more. He's the Lay's potato chips of storage space. Crunch all you want, Crusty. He'll make more. It also gives us good opportunity to get chunks here that we can then turn into bricks, and those bricks we can then use to reinforce our defense. How's our research coming here? I really want to get microelectronics basic, but nobody is doing any research whatsoever. Also, should we probably need... Now, we have a build-to-make stone. Okay. I was curious if we had a build-to-make stone blocks, but we absolutely do. Why is nobody swimming up the place? Is it because Bernard is furiously preparing food? It's got to be because we have Bernard. Okay, let's check our... Hold on a second here. Let's slow things down a little minute out there. We're going to come at this Barry White style. We're going to take it deep, we're going to take it slow, and we're going to take it all the way down. And by that, I mean, let's just slow the speed at which the game is running down and take a look at our priorities. You should be hauling and cleaning except for anything other than cooking, Bernard. But you're going to be cooking just furiously. Toon should be hauling and cleaning and does not appear to be like... Really, Winnie, if you could pick up a broom, that'd be fantastic. It looks like Toon is busy hauling, so he's bringing all of this steel back over here, which is fine because we did use quite a bit of steel over here when we manufactured these traps. Do we want to maybe manufacture... I'm thinking maybe one more trap might not hurt. Let's do that, actually. Let's go for security. I'd like to put one more trap right by Krusty's shooting spot, and I'm beginning to wonder if maybe Crusty isn't necessarily the right person to man this. Krusty's got a rifle, which is sort of a long-range weapon. And this is one thing in which we are not well situated. Our weapon scenario really is kind of crappy. Bernard has no weapon whatsoever, although we should fix that. Winnie, you got a SMG, huh? See, I'm thinking we put Winnie up here for the short-range burst. If anybody makes it past all these traps, we have Winnie fire one blast to hose them down, and then she just makes a break for it. And then back here, we have our more reliable shooters who aren't blind in both eyes. Bernard and Crusty dug into our diamond of sandbags, ready to support Winnie as she flees in terror. I kind of like that plan. Do we have a better weapon for you? We could give you a poor steel shiv, I think this is. Yeah. We've also got a shoddy club, an awful club, a normal club. Those are all made of wood. Do we have a better weapon? Are these superior? Why is nobody wearing these superior muffalo wool pants? Hey, Toon, you want to haul this shit back to base? We also got a normal megatherium wool duster. Somebody ought to be wearing that duster. Toon, go get this stuff. Don't just leave it out there on the ground to rot. Where the hell are you, Toon? What the shit are you doing? Or what the shit were you doing? Were you hauling fox meat again? You were hauling fox meat again. Okay. He really, you know what? We don't even want to haul this stuff anymore. Let's leave all of this forbidden. It's gonna go bad before Toon can get it back to base. I feel a little guilty about making him haul so late into the evening, but let's face it. I mean, he was going that way anyway. You were going that way anyway, Toon. It's fine. You can stop and pick up these pants on the way by and possibly put them on because they're probably better than your pants. You have awful cloth pants. See, you should be picking this stuff up and wearing it, bro. Bernard's in the bunker now. How are you going to catch Winnie's eye wearing a pair of awful cloth pants? You put on the swank, sweet leather threads we got going there. She's going to fall into your arms. She's going to embrace you, baby. Don't you want to be loved by an 82-year-old woman who's blind in both eyes? I mean, it doesn't matter what you look like. See, you're blind in both eyes. Just don't let her touch your face. She'll never know. You could be as ugly as Perfidious Pete, and she'd be like, "Oh, baby, you're a sexy thing." You'd be like, "That's right. That's right. Just don't touch my face. No, don't touch my face. Don't touch my face. I can't feel my face when I'm with you, and I kind of like it." Let's expand this storage zone a little bit. Since Crusty has been hard at work here, we'll just go to expand that. Actually, might as well expand it into this tile as well. Since we're already storing shit there. Oh, you did put on the... Good work, Toon. You actually put on the better pants, didn't you? Yes, see? You put them on. Buffalo wool pants. Superior wool pants. See? Good things happen, Toon, when you obey rules, when you follow the signs, heed the instructions of your creator, possibly overmind, overseer, and maybe, dare I say, God. Good things happen. Bernard, what are you doing? Pitching horseshoes? We really should build a chess table, too, I think. And do we have anything working on our tailoring bench here? We're not building anything. How are we doing on... Okay, let's take a look at our leather and cloth supply goods situation. We have an absolute buttload of cloth. We should definitely be building some stuff out of this. So let's start making... I mean, winter is coming. Thanks for the tip there. Like we didn't know that winter follows fall. Sean... You know what, Mr. Bean? I'm not to be confused with Rowan Atkinson, but... You're always reminding us that winter is coming. We know winter is coming. It's pretty much inevitable. So let's add a couple parkas on here. Who is set to do tailoring? Pretty much nobody. Okay, who's not terrible at it? Just Crusty. All right, Crusty, we'll bump your tailoring to a 3, which means if there's no firefighting, patienting, doctoring, bed rest, flicking, wardening, handling, cooking, hunting, construction, repairing, growing, mining, plant cutting to be done, then you will do it. So you're never going to get around to it as long as we're having you mine. Okay. It's on the menu. We can always also, you know what we should do instead? Winter is coming, and we should just, let's try and get ahead of the game a little bit. We're going to get ahead of this winter just slightly. Let's just go ahead and flip down a heater. We don't want to put it in the freezer. That would be a bad thing. But what we can do is just put it right over here next to the battery. This is a big area for one heater to heat, but it should prevent us from freezing to death. And we're going to have to mine that out if we want to put a vent there. So you know what? Let's just put the vent over here by the door. Same here. Everybody gets a louver right by their door. That's how we're going to roll with this. Louver, Pete? Yeah, you know, it's a thing. Google it. It's just back in the old times before they had like adequate heat pumping and drafting technology, and HVAC wasn't quite as well developed as it is now. People use louvers to move air from one room to another. Say what you want about Crusty. The man is he's a gifted digger. He's good and he's getting better. Look at his EXP. It's flying, man. Crusty is skyrocketing into mining. Ooh, cargo pods. Don't be a bunch of us busted ass fox meat. Well, it's not a bunch of busted ass. It's uranium. I'm going to mark this for hauling, even though I feel objectively terrible about doing it. What the hell is Crusty Cornelius going to get up to if we give this man access to radioisotopes? This is possibly the greatest recipe for disaster that has ever been devised by man. This can only really end in tragedy, but I'm going to do it anyway, because ending in tragedy is the best way for things to end. Perfidious Pete loves tragedy. Don't believe me? The Greek tragedy is my favorite tragedy. My favorite, sort of my favorite story of all time. I love the Icarus tale. It's fantastic. Icarus should listen to his dad. Let it just be a lesson. Listen to those who are wiser than you are. Don't be like Icarus. Don't fly too close to the sun. Also, if you can fly out of wings made of, wax and feathers, first off, you're an engineering genius. I don't think you have to worry about flying too close to the sun. You should just be amazed that you could fly at all. That's how good Daedalus was. Bernard's keeping up the hauling. How's our meal situation coming, Bernard? I can't help but notice that we still only have 39 meals. We're supposed to be stockpiling for the winter here, Bernard. Let's run down the math again, shall we? 2 meals a day, Bernard. 15 days of winter. We got 4 colonists. That means we need 8 meals a day. There are 15 days in winter, Bernard. 40 meals is only like a third of what we need. So we're gonna have to crank this up like a lot. We're just gonna have Bernard keep cooking simple meals. Bernard, bro, I want these meals, and I want them done now. I'm gonna double your output. I'm gonna get you up to 80. You get us up to 80 meals, and that's more than halfway. I mean, we'll be what? What is that? 2/3 of the way? It's acceptable. We got some delicious fresh strawberries out here too. They keep for a while. I would have thought that berries would have spoiled considerably faster. The yield on berries is not fantastic. We get 12. That's it. Wow, that whole berry patch then was like, what? 10 or 12 meals for that entire berry patch is all we got? It's like 3 days worth of food. Man, you guys are real greedy when it comes to the strawberries. They're just gulping them down. They're like a starving turtle. Speaking of which, maybe that's why we don't have so many. Don't we have a pet turtle? I guess we have a rabbit and a squirrel. Never mind. I still don't fully understand the pet mechanics and animal handling stuff. I mean, I'm working on it. I think I see what it's supposed to be useful. Like, ultimately, we could train Rick to haul. But I don't see what the point of having a pet squirrel is. The only thing we could do with this squirrel is release him to attack our foes and call me crazy. But being ravaged by a rampaging squirrel doesn't really seem that dangerous. Be like, oh, look out, there's a squirrel. What happened to that rabbit? Oh, it's over here. The rabbit also is just dumb. I mean, the rabbit and the squirrel are too dumb to be trained to do anything useful. I suppose the goal for them is to just, find like a male and a female, get a breeding pair, and try and make them breed for meat, which seems kind of a grim way to treat your pets, doesn't it? I mean, it's not like you have a pet cat or a pet dog, and you'd be like, I gotta get this cat or dog a mate, so that I can, you know, get them to breed, have children, raise their children, and then devour them. That seems like a cruel way to treat your pet. What, are you going to eat them right in front of them? That just seems really mean. Hey, watch. Yeah, I'm eating your kids. That's cold, man. That's just cold. Remember little Jimmy? Yeah, remember you had him? You raised him up from a, whatever you call a baby rabbit? A cub? A pup? I'm not really sure, but you raised him up? A kit, maybe? Yeah, then, you know, we fattened him up, fed him a little bit of grain here and there, gave him some corn come fall time, and now I'm just, yeah, his liver, I'm eating it on a plate. It's delicious. Smallish, yeah, because he's only a rabbit, but rabbit liver, so delicious, like chicken livers. Actually, chicken livers are powerfully awful. Hey, Toon, you know what? What do you prioritize hauling that duster, actually? I don't know what you're hauling now, but go get the duster. Also, possibly wear it, because again, winter is coming, Toon. Maybe put it on. Did you just... Oh, that's my boy. Toon sees a duster. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going to get all the chicks wearing this cool duster. Winnie, why are you mining? Is that like one of the few things that Winnie will do? She already built all the vents, which is nice. We also built our heater. We should set a target... what's the target temperature? It's set at 70. What's our target temperature in here? Also 70. What's the temperature outdoors? It's 69. My question is then, do these two things, are they fighting each other? Current power use low, current power use high. So they sort of are. Let's toggle the power on that. If it's cool enough outside that we don't really need their air conditioner, I say we just toggle the power. Did somebody get it? Current power use low. No, here, Crusty, come and like flick the switch on this. How do I make you do that? Or is it already flicked? Designate toggle. I want to see if Crusty turns it back on. Somebody going to turn that back on? No. Prioritize flicking switch on cooler. Well, I don't want to turn it on, though. I want to turn it off. Prioritize flicking switch. Is it power now? Okay, so it was powered off? Hold on a second. I'm confused. Crusty, prioritize flicking switch on cooler? Okay, there we go. Okay, it was powered off earlier. So we have managed to figure out the difference between on and off. And suddenly there's a goddamn heat wave outside. Although it's only 81. Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's let the power build up. Although we do have adequate power supply. How's the temperature in the freezer? We want to make sure the freezer stays freezing. That's our main goal. Crusty running in and out all the time here is not helping our refrigeration strategy. Also, Crusty, shouldn't Bernard be doing the cooking? Why are you cooking instead of Bernard? This is my question. What is Bernard doing as opposed to cooking? Bernard, what are you up to? Bernard is hauling uranium to stock. You know what, Bernard? I was going to be upset with you for not doing what your priority says that you're doing, but one, Crusty is doing it. Two, it's probably wise to keep the uranium out of Krusty's hands. That just seems like a hardy precaution. So you know what? Good on you, bro. Good on you. What's Winnie doing right now? Winnie, what are you doing? Winnie's doing research. Fantastic, Winnie. Good work, girl. See, there we go. Let Bernard cook, and Crusty, you tailor. Make parkas. This is vastly more useful for us. Again, winter is coming. We're going to need those parkas. Also, I kind of feel like hats would be useful. There's a heat wave. An unusual heat wave has begun. Watch out for heat stroke. It's the 15th of summer. Why am I watching out for heat stroke in the 15th of summer? All right, well, if there's going to be a heat wave, we should definitely do this then. We could probably stand to go turn off the heater. Krusty's going to kick on the AC. Winnie's going to go turn off the heater. Solid move. They tag teamed out, too, on the whole cooking. Bernard, what are you doing? Meditating. You could pick up a broom and sweep up the place a little bit, Bernard. This place is getting kind of filthy. Looking a little shoddy down here, I'm not going to lie. We need some wood. I'm thinking about maybe sprucing up the place with a little furniture. Also, I'd really like to finish the floor. We could just smooth the floor. This is something, but smoothing floor takes forever. Not that Winnie's doing anything, but I also just, you know what? I think the wood floor looks better. Sure, they've got that polished cement floor, and yeah, it's cost effective. It's good for the environment. It looks relatively nice, but you know what? There's just nothing better than a good, solid hardwood floor under your feet. Except for maybe carpeted floor. Honestly, given my preference between hardwood and carpet, I'd rather have carpet. It's just more a party. Toon is throwing a party. Everyone who goes will gain joy and social energy and a lasting positive mood boost. Okay, well, I mean, that seems useful. Is like the party going on right now? There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So, how do we, well, I guess we'll just designate this then the party spot. So everybody wants to go attend Bernard's party then? Well, Toon is going. Crusty, you in? Go to the party. No, well, the party is getting fucking interrupted by a massive raid. That's a drawback. So, the Night Rapiers. Man, that's like the greatest name for an 80s hair band of all time. The Night Rapiers. What would the Night Rapiers hit song be? Probably Pierce Your Heart. Pierce Your Heart. This is Perfidious Pete on KPET. Coming at you 2 a.m. We've got the Night Rapiers with their smash hit, Pierce Your Heart. It's 87 degrees on 87.7 on your dial. Let's listen to the Rapiers. Okay, so where are they? They are very far away. Wow, these guys look like they're really packing the heat, though. EMP grenades. A personal... okay. So we got 2 submachine gunners, 1 person with a squad of grenades. But you know what? This is kind of the perfect opportunity for us to test out our defenses. It is a kind of a kick in the dick that they're choosing to interrupt our party to do it. That's kind of an ass move, but still. It'll give us, you know, I'm going to crank the speed down here just a little bit, because when these guys attack, I want to be able to dash out and just sort of man the guns. All hands on deck, if you will. Right now, they're just wandering around. Hey, Boom Rat, what do you say you do me a favor and just freaking explode? Look, look, Red is right there, man. You could have taken out Red Foreman. Come on, now's your chance, Boom Rat. Friendlies. A group of friendly outlanders from Rest Stop at the Plane have arrived nearby. They are moving to help you immediately. They're gonna attack. Okay. She's a town guard. She got a pump shotty. You got a slate club. And you have nothing. What are you gonna just bare knuckle the cat? Well, Dimitri, I mean, I salute your bravery. I can't necessarily salute your intelligence, but your bravery, I'm fully on board. Why don't you guys come up here where there are defenses and help us out that way, maybe? Just like come to our bunker. Don't just go assault them in the open field, because that's only going to end in tragedy for you. Dimitri doesn't even have a weapon. The Night Rapiers are beginning their assault. All right. So everybody's drafted. All of y'all drafted. Okay, Crusty. First off, let's position you. You're at this. I want you right here. Toon, I want you right here. Bernard, do you even have a weapon? You do not even have a weapon, Bernard. Well, I guess we'll give you... Go grab that steel shiv. Winnie, take your submachine gun. You're on point, girl. I know you're blind in both eyes, but you're firing down a very narrow corridor with a weapon designed to basically just fling bullets at the enemy as fast as possible. It seems like this should be a fairly effective strategy for you. You know what? With a knife, Bernard, I'm not even going to draft you. Just, like, do whatever it is that you were doing before. Looks like you were hauling wood. It seems reasonable. Meanwhile, where are our friends and where are our enemies? Oh, they're mixing it up down here. Aren't they? Where are our friendlies? Our friendlies appear to be getting shot. Yeah, this is not going well for our friendly members. Kevin bravely going up to club this man. He did trick this guy into shooting his own friend into the back a bunch of times. So, I mean, there's that. Meanwhile, Dimitri is running like hell because he's not an idiot and is unarmed to boot. Pyrrha, you are not a fantastic shot, girl. Is Kevin dead or just down? Okay, Kevin is down. They sent the town councilman into a war zone. Call me crazy, but that doesn't exactly seem like fantastic decision-making. Who should we send to go fight the battle with the Raider invaders? You know, let's get Alderman Jim. He was in Nam. He probably knows a thing or two about fighting. He'd be like, yeah, but Jim lost both of his legs, one of his arms, and one of his eyes in Nam. He's probably fine. Get some shots off, Winnie. Oh, our traps have done it. They have destroyed this woman. Is she dead? Lynx is straight up dead. What happened to her? Well, she got gunshot in the torso. She got stabbed, gunshot in the left kidney, right leg. Her left arm is cut off. Okay, well, call me crazy, but the trap seemed pretty damn effective. Nicely done. How's this battle going? Not well. Shotgun girl is down. That just leaves Dimitri and Red. We could rescue are you dead? Oh, Pyrrha. I guess this isn't gonna be a Pyrrhic victory. I feel terrible. You know what? Don't laugh at that. Dimitri, just run, bro. Dimitri, don't be a hero. Dimitri, don't be a hero. Just, there you go. Are you fleeing in panic by chance? Fleeing in panic. That's probably the smartest decision you've made all day. I really wish you would flee in panic quicker so that these guys would stop chasing you and just come kill themselves on my defenses. Good. You guys want to continue raiding the bunker? No. Are you running away as well? You are not running away. What are you guys doing? How's Lilith? She has a peg leg. She's got a bruise and a couple gunshot wounds in the torso, one in the stomach. She also has oh god, our people are probably getting heat stroke, aren't they? This is, no, they haven't been out quite as... So these guys are standing around getting heat stroke the whole time? Hell, I don't have to fight them at all. I could just go hole up in my air-conditioned house and let the sun do my work for me. We do need to keep an eye on the heat stroke thing. If we start getting heat stroke, we're getting the hell out of here. I will go hole up into Krusty's corpse hole and just let the sun do my work while these guys vaguely beat at the outside of my structure and be like, please let us in, we're dying. And be like, no! And then drinking water and chucking the occasional ice cube out into the dirt so they can try and suck. Oh, Bernard, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop right now. No, you're trying to haul stuff. What did you do with that body, Bernard? You took her into the corpse hole. You are not supposed to go in the corpse hole, Bernard. This is going to be very bad for your mood. Or, I guess maybe when you're hauling a corpse, it doesn't negatively affect your mood. So, no, whatever you're doing, Bernard, stop it. It looks like he was hauling her stuff. I support the retrieve stuff initiative. That's nice. Let's get you up here to back up Winnie in case somebody needs shanked. I don't expect the shanking to be necessary. What with this guy coming in, Winnie's going to be firing. Man, I really like having the submachine gun firing down the hallway. Red's taking cover. He's going to exchange fire with Winnie. No, you're not going to exchange fire with Winnie, Red. You're either going to run down our trap or you're going to die. Oh, that's fine. Send in Lilith. Real fucking brave, Red. He's punching my trap. Okay, well, Winnie, go shoot back. Don't punch my trap, bro. Lilith is down. Actually, Lilith may be dead. Lilith is dead. She's not down. She got shot in the torso a lot. 6 gunshot wounds to the torso, 1 to the rib, and 1 to the stomach. She's beyond dead. Oh, now you're going to run away? Brave move, Red. What happened to Winnie? Winnie has a gunshot wound to her torso and stomach. She also has trivial blood loss. You know what, Red? If you're going to take off, though, I'm actually okay with you just sort of beating feet. This seems fine. Let's unforbid everything that's over here so that we can haul it. Also, strip this person naked. And then start hauling their stuff. Apparently, we can go over the traps as long as they're not armed. Winnie, I'm going to undraft you. Good shooting, by the way, Winnie. I'm proud of you. Crusty. All right, you've got... Well, first off, Toon, you can be undrafted. Crusty, you can be undrafted. Crusty, I want you to come up here and strip this person. Strip Lynx. She's an experiment? Lynx experiment. Wow, that's a story that sort of needs telling, I think. So is this what? An armor vest? Hey, Crusty. Why don't you wear that? And also, while you're at it, why don't you haul this good cloth button-down shirt back to base? Bernard, yeah, you're probably cool to be undrafted here, bro. Let's have you haul this PDW. I'm not really worried about cleaning up the blood out here, Bernard. Call me insane, but it seems like the blood stains are probably okay. We do have this designated as a home area so that our people will repair it and whatnot. Which means Bernard is going to try to clean it. Winnie, you're bed resting. How's your health look? Okay, I mean, we need somebody to doctor you. Toon, where's Toon? Toon, you're... No, it's fine, Toon. Don't doctor Winnie. Just stay out there and fucking play horseshoes. We don't have a woman who has a gunshot wound to the stomach that probably requires tending to. No, don't worry. Krusty's got it. No, it's fine, Mr. Geneticist Doctor Guy. I have a degree from Johns Hopkins. Just let your potential love interest, I'd like to add, just get healed by a crazy lunatic who... Where are you going, Bernard? Equip Steel Shiv. Yeah, but where is he going? He's gonna go do what? He's gonna go haul these pants. Oh no, he's gonna go put on those pants. Never mind. Okay, you're very hot. How's our... You have initial heat stroke, Bernard. I don't really want you hauling bodies either. You know what, Bernard, here. I'm going to draft you and have you come stand in the freezer for a minute. Just get cooled off, bro. It's really hot outside. You need a chance to cool off. Leave the corpse hauling to Crusty. This is what Crusty is. It's sort of what Crusty's meant for, really. It's kind of Crusty's bit. Crusty's going to fix up the fence. How did our fence take so much damage? Is it because we shot it? It must be because we shot it. Okay, well, I guess if we just have initial heat stroke, that's not that bad. Hey, Crusty, you want to prioritize hauling Lilith? Well, first off, strip Lilith. And then take her to the corpse hole. No, prioritize hauling Lilith, exile dead. There you go. Did you just take off your clothes, Crusty? No, there's an alpaca wool jacket on the ground. Toon, what are you doing? You just jumped over a trap, you idiot. You jumped over a trap. Guys, what are you doing? Okay. Oh. They're also fighting? Guys, hold on a second. You're gonna set off the traps. What the hell is wrong with you? Maybe our colonists don't set them off. Okay, well, I mean, they seem okay. They walked right past them. This makes retrieving loot somewhat risky. I don't know. This trap is very definitely armed. I guess maybe our colonists don't set off our own traps? I'm not sure. Toon, what are you doing? Also, how's your heat stroke coming? Oh, it seems okay. Really, though, if you would go the other way, Toon, I'm thinking about maybe putting some doors in here in between. We're definitely not rearming these traps until we've got time to micromanage that. But speaking of time and micromanagement, not something we've really got an opportunity for here. We need to wrap this one up. Things getting a little bit long. It's sweet to see Bernard wearing a nice warm wool hat. You're wearing a camel hair toque, Bernard. It's 111 degrees Fahrenheit, Bernard. Do you really need to be wearing the camel hair toque? Does that seem like a wise choice of attire to you? Why don't you just put on a parka and one of those Mylar sweatsuits while you're at it? Lunatic, what the hell is wrong with you? Crusty, what are you going to do? You're going to go out in 111 degree heat and pitch horseshoes, huh? Okay, hold on. One thing I'm going to do before we wrap things up, we really got to get some other form of entertainment built, and we got to get that shit built inside so people will stop going outside like idiots. If we wanted to build a marble... What does this take? 80 marble blocks, which we do not currently have. All right. What do we have as far as blocks go? We got a buttload of granite. Granite pool table? Oh, what is this? Marble. We have 30. It takes more. How much marble does it take? 80. All right. Well, I guess we're going to build ourselves a nice granite pool table. This will give us an indoor joy activity so that nobody has to be an idiot and go outside to throw horseshoes in the 112 degree heat. Wearing a cowboy hat and a duster, I'd like to point out, probably not the greatest idea of all time. It's also where I'm going to wrap this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to watch our people die of heat stroke because they're so addicted to horseshoes that they'll stand outside in a 120 degree heat wave, it's 9 o'clock at night and it's 109 Fahrenheit. You guys really need to rethink your overall survival strategy, or at least drink plenty of water, man. You got to stay hydrated for horseshoes. Hydrated for horseshoes, hashtag hydrated for horseshoes. Anyway, I'm done. If you enjoyed it, if you'd like to catch more Rimworld, you might consider subscribing as well. Of course, we post new episodes of Rimworld every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.